Kankan. So he posted on his Instagram story, and it was actually pretty obvious with, I don't know, just the effort of his last tape and everything, and how long it took, like with all the delays, and also just the business moves he's been making. So this is no disrespect at all. Like Kankan is making, he's almost like a T Grizzly in my eyes, or at least that's what he's trying to do very soon. I mean, he already said lyrics of making a mill off of merch or whatever. I don't know if he's made a mill, but that, because how much is a piece from Double R? Like $100 or 50? So let's do the math here. How much is it? How many like garments do you need to sell to get $1 million? So 1 million divided by, let's say 100. So that's 1,000, I think, right? 1 million divided by $100 per piece. No, that's 10,000. Sorry. I need to add one more zero. So 10, I don't know if he sold 10,000 pieces of merch, but hey, if he did, that's good for him. But he posted on his story, and not gonna lie, I for real don't make music no more. Haven't in months, and nothing bad happened. I literally just haven't made music. And he posted this on a story a while back. I think this was on his Finsta, but he posted on his actual official Instagram. He said like, he said that the fans who were like begging or trolling or just being dicks, I guess. I get it. I get it. If I was a rapper, I'd be pissed off too with how toxic the community is. And then just people like, they're a fan of you, but they're still attacking you in DMs or just being disrespectful in comments and calling you absurdities. Okay. Things that maybe did or didn't happen, but still, like, even I get accused of things where I'm like, I didn't even do anything. What are you talking about? And like, just to call someone certain words is more than just trolling. But anyway, he said that he didn't even want to make music anymore. He was joking about like signing people, but I get it. Like once you get a brand, also streams don't even pay that much. He got a distro deal with his last project for like a couple $100K or a few. I don't know how much it was. I heard that, something like that. And so now he's got a merch brand that's super successful. So he's probably making 100K off that. They're putting a lot of effort into those too with the animated videos. And then he also said that he's starting up like a GTA server, I believe. This was not the story here. Double R just means double R now, not really rich. Whatever. It's just a brand. Okay. The real ones will know that it's really rich. But yeah, that's what I was saying with the comparison to T Grizzly. If T Grizzly is making 300K off of a GTA server and then Kankan starts doing that and that actually start popping, like you can make way more money off of say $50 per person who wants to be in the GTA server, plus they're buying merch and whatnot, than streams. Because somebody can stream literally all day. Say they give you 1,000 streams in a month, and that means they're a super fan. That only made you, and you also have expenses and whatnot, so that made you less than like $4,000. I mean, sorry, that made you less than $4. Made you less than $4. So is the music really worth it at this point in the streaming era? No wonder why labels are botting everything, because it's like you're not going to make much money unless you're doing M's, tens of M's, hundreds of M's of streams every single year. And so now streaming is almost like a marketing thing, just a marketing mechanism so that you get popular. Then you can sell the tour dates, which Kankan, of course, he just did, but he said that he only wanted to do one and then he was through with it. He just wanted to show everybody that he could actually sell out a tour or some shows, because Ken Carson was dissing him saying poster shows gang. But yeah, man, this is similar to like the Destroy Lonely situation where he was saying in 10 years, I don't really want to be rapping. I like how these rappers are thinking. You're not here to necessarily stay in the game knowing that in 3 to 5 years, that whole sound and the fans are fickle. Like they'll be done with that sound. It won't be trendy. It won't be like their just ears won't be the same. So you're making money in other ways. It's just more sustainable that way, especially if you build a brand and the brands like are stickier, pause, where fans will be attached to the brand, and they won't even necessarily listen to your music anymore. They just like the fashion of it or whatnot. Good for him. Good for him, honestly. I would not be surprised if maybe like another mixtape or like a couple singles, but I feel like a lot of the rappers, and no disrespect, but come on, this is a pretty fair critique. I feel like Kankan, among other rappers who come out of the SoundCloud space, you know, Plug and B or whatever, they do really well in singles. They'll have like a really hard sound, hard beat. They got decent flow on it. And then when they drop a whole project, like it's just the same shit over and over. And this actually, you know, a lot of people are saying that about the Lone Project. So even like the top tier artists in this generation are doing the same thing, objectively speaking, like from the opinions of the crowd. So yeah, I feel like building a brand is just way more sustainable. He said on his story he's not retired. Yeah, I mean, I told you, I don't necessarily think that he's going to be retired, but I think the best thing for him is to drop singles, at least quality wise. Now, if you drop projects, Kankan, of course, is going to get more money from labels or distro deals from dropping projects, just because it's the same situation as like why artists are dropping 25 plus track albums. It's just for the money, because you're guaranteed to get more streams if you drop a project, because people are going to listen to 25 songs or more than one on that Friday that it releases. So they're also going to get more money on the advance. A single, I don't know, maybe get like $50K for an advance, and then with a project they'll get in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. So why not just build up hype and do the projects? It's just like licks on the label, and then the label will handle all the marketing and whatnot, unless you sign for like 3 to 5 albums, and then you owe the label money, especially if it doesn't do very well, because maybe you're an ass artist, hypothetically speaking. Then you're kind of screwed, and then you have to drop more projects. Actually, honestly, if you get a 5-year deal, or sorry, a 5-album deal, let's say you get paid 2 M's, 3 M's. Why not just drop like a trash project and be like, yeah, I got my 2 M's, like, and be smart with it. Don't be buying chains. Don't be buying a whole bunch of jewelry and clothes. Like, go buy some property with that. You can start a whole nother business and not even care about the music, and then you're forcing the label to go market that music that you just gave them, so that you can so that they can make their money back.
Do some shit out here for a little bit, but
out where?
I don't know.
Out where?
In DC.
Oh, so like, you are in DMV.
Music. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to do some shit here, like on some not music shit, some like business shit, like.
Yeah, that's how I was getting at.
Yeah,
because we were just reacting to Kankan, like, quote unquote quitting music.
Yeah,
and I was like, that's smart as hell, because honestly, streams don't pay that much in comparison to merch or tours or like a GTA server, etc. So
yeah, it really depends. Like, if you don't have the drive to do this every day and really get better, you're not gonna do it. Especially if you up. Like, when you up, that's when you really see if you really love this shit, because you have no incentive to keep going, like, at all. You feel me? When you really get a check off this shit, it's really, you know, it's either you or your team, like, telling you to go. But even if it's your team, like, you're not gonna have that internal motivation. You're not gonna do nothing. Like, you're gonna do what you want to do, because that was your goal, to go up and, you feel me, act like you don't know nobody. That's what everybody want to do. But yeah, I'm out here.
I think the goal for a lot of rappers is money, not the music. The music is just not an easy way, but like, if you're clouded, music is easier to blow up, you know?
Yeah, especially if it's decent. Especially if you talking about what you're doing and people find that intriguing. Like, that's really it. They like
Lil Pump. He was trash, but
yeah,
he was interesting. So he blew up on Instagram shooting guns out windows, and then he dropped music and it was okay, and it blew up and he made money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's just what's happening.
I think, people that grew up like watching fucking You know what I'm saying? Like our generation who watched Uzi and the Pumps and like all that, and even before that, like shit, Drake and like Wayne and shit. You know, we came from the era of rap where it was like flexing. It wasn't really about bars. It wasn't really about it was about a lifestyle and what you talking about. Like what you talking about represents that lifestyle. But the whole shit, like the whole goal is the lifestyle. Like that was what was portrayed to us. That was like what intrigued us, what grabbed us about the shit.
But now you can just rap that without actually having a lifestyle. Like you can go back into anyone's songs and they're rapping about the same shit than when they blew up, you know?
What you mean?
Like people are already saying they're rich when they're broke rapping on SoundCloud. They're like, I'm fucking your bitch and I'm blowing racks and all this shit. And it's like it's cap rap, but you're already talking about that lifestyle before you even get it. So what's the difference when you get the lifestyle? You just know more details about it?
As far as like rapping about it, I guess is what you mean. Yeah, like I've never been a proponent of that. I've never been, like I understood why niggas did it, but I don't know. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, you gonna be able to do more shit when you have the money, so maybe you are talking about fucking niggas, bitches, and all that, but that's surface level. Like, you could actually talk about going and doing cool shit, I guess, but I've never been a proponent. I never been a goddamn, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know the word I'm looking for. I never really liked that shit. Like, I never really liked when niggas did that shit. I don't know. I never really listened to it. Like, if I couldn't believe what you were rapping, it didn't really like make sense to me. It didn't.
I agree.